once you go to like the gym or you run, it gives you that energy, but then at the same time, it allows you to almost like sleep or like rest better. The difference I see between when I can run and when I'm exercising and when I'm not is quite crazy.
So you mentioned that you were diagnosed with ADHD, which is very interesting because exercise has been shown to moderate kind of symptoms of ADHD, the negative symptoms of ADHD, because there's some positive ones. It's very good for moderating those symptoms. And also, if you're running outdoors and not on a treadmill, getting into nature has been, shown, or there's evidence that suggests that that's good for also calming the mind and, chilling us out. So, is that something that you found yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I find whoever can run on a treadmill, hats off to you. I cannot last 2 minutes on a treadmill. Absolute, like, again, it's probably the dopamine, like, it's probably the ADHD brain just not being able to stand there and stare at the screen in front of me, or the mirror or the pool, whatever it is. I love being outside and see, yeah, whether it's the nature, the cars going past, just seeing different things or going to different like places. There's so many places you can run, like even laps of Battersea, just something different, seeing all these other runners, like being out in the fresh air. It just it's such a different kind of dopamine hit for me than not just the chemical your body's making for the running, but just the outdoors itself is just, yeah, it's just like another level, and it really helps like the ADHD brain with um like finding that kind of peace.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I find so for anyone that's listening and watching this and wasn't aware, I got diagnosed a long time ago, and then got diagnosed again because I lost all the paperwork. Um, and what I found is that I would in the evenings I couldn't settle. So I'd be pumped, I'd be buzzing, I couldn't relax, and so exercise was like a sedative for me. Like a we like have you heard the expression that a happy dog is a tired dog? I think it's the same for ADHD people. I think you need to be walked a
Yeah.
couple of times a day, don't you? Like a Jack Russell.
Once you go to like the gym or you run, it gives you that energy, but then at the same time, it allows you to almost like sleep or like rest better. Like you're sitting
Yeah,
on the sofa and you're watching, say, TV, you're so restless. Whereas
yeah,
you get yourself to the gym for an hour, you go for an hour run or whatever you do, like even if it's a 5 minute run, whatever you can kind of do. Once you get back, you've kind of got that dopamine and that energy boost, but then that's actually kind of calmed your brain and your body kind of can be a bit more relaxed.
yeah, definitely. It
Yeah,
literally feels
it's
like a sedative to me, but
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's exercise for ADHD is probably one of the best natural things that you can kind of do to calm your brain. And like the difference I see between when I can run and when I'm exercising and when I'm not is quite crazy. Obviously, I got diagnosed in January, so I only kind of officially knew from then. And I'm on medication, so the the difference. I've not been running since I've been diagnosed, so the the medicated not running and the running unmedicated at the minute quite feels similar. Obviously, I'm in the gym and stuff, but I'm looking forward to seeing the medicated with the running. I just feel like it's going to be a whole nother level of calmness and focus. Um,
yeah. Yeah, because
yeah,
my wife, she'll recognise when I'm restless, and you know maybe my ADHD is playing up, however you want to describe it, and she'll literally go, "Do you need to go for a run or something?" And and it and she's right, I do, and it is like if you've got a dog that's been a pain in the backside, and you're like, "Oh, someone take him for a walk." It's kind of like what it is like living with me, I think, but. Um, And so your app, because I want to talk about that some more. Um, is wonderful for potentially ADHD people. Are you being a nuisance to your wife? Then download Pacepal
the
and
full
find someone that you can go for a run with and chew their ear off.
So funny how we've come full circle back to Pacepal, but it's true, right? That the app is for everyone. Like, you're restless at home and you want to get out of the house. Well, yes, you can go for a run, but you can also meet people like you, right? You have a bio. You can say like ADHD, dad of three, needs to get out to release some energy, or just to be able to calm down. Wife's getting me out of the house. Whatever it is, you have a place to meet these people. Like, it's just a platform for everyone. Beginner runners, advanced runners, lonely runners, people who love group runs. Whatever you are, whoever you are, it is made for you. It is made for everyone, to connect everyone. People ask me, who's the app for? What's your target audience? My target audience is everyone. That is our target audience. I don't care if you're tall, small, fat, skinny, whatever you are, anyone that can run. We also have blind. We have a feature for blind/visually impaired runners and wheelchair users, to also be able to try and get them involved. So people can make an account and put themselves, obviously, if they're visually impaired or blind, as visually impaired and blind. But also people can put, if they're a blind guide, so that obviously they can try and find people to guide them on runs, as well as wheelchair users. If somebody knows the route's going to be flat and there's no stairs, they can obviously say it's wheelchair friendly. The wheelchair can, like, person in the wheelchair can come along, get involved in the run. Because again, I feel like, as someone who doesn't use a wheelchair, I know how hard it is to find other people to run with who aren't in a wheelchair. So it must be hard for people kind of in wheelchairs to find people to run with and go out and get out there with. So we want to be so inclusive and reach everyone and anyone that can run. As long as you're over 18 to be able to meet other people, everyone 18 plus, that's our target audience. And it's just getting people together, because running together is better.
Yeah, it is. The job of us as coaches and personal trainers, if we're working with the general population, what we're really trying to do is get people to meet kind of government recommendations for exercise and physical activity. Now, everyone has their own goals, obviously. Some people want to really focus on dropping a waist size or a dress size. Some people might want bigger arms or whatever it may be. But essentially, our job as exercise professionals is to improve somebody's health, and we use the guidelines to help us. And the guidelines are engaging in strength building activities 2 to 3 times per week. And that's what often we focus on as trainers. We do the gym work, but then we're also encouraging our clients to increase their physical activity, whether it's vigorous or moderate. If it's moderate exercise, we say increase up to around 150 minutes, try and get them to hit the 150-minute mark, and that will halve their risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes and various other illnesses, the top, biggest killers in the UK, basically. And so we encourage them to do that. But often what we do is we cover the gym stuff, and then we give them recommendations, and we give them guidance, and we signpost them to communities or apps and places to say, look, if you could just get your activity up outside of that, it's going to have wonderful benefits. And your app is perfect for that outside the gym stuff. So, like I say, we tackle the gym work with, not always, we might take people for runs and things, but generally it's the gym work. So we can say, outside of this, I want you to be aiming to get your physical activity up as well, up to 150 minutes or whatever it is. Download Pacepal. Find some other people that are trying to do the same thing. So could you just talk, any kind of PTs or coaches that are listening to this, just talk them through what that process will be for the client. So the client downloads Pacepal, what happens next?
Okay, so go onto the App Store, go onto the Google Play Store, find Pacepal with a nice, beautiful little P, green logo. It's not actually that green anymore. It's like this green. Find the on the Play Store, drop us a download. Takes literally less than 5 minutes to make an account. You can put your profile picture, description of yourself, whatever level you are, fill in all your details, complete. You're then at the map feature page. That's the home page. On the map feature, you'll see you can zoom out, you zoom in, you can find green pins for run clubs and white pins are individuals for group runs. So you can look for run clubs wherever you are. You can filter the preferences to suit you. So you can look for a specific day if you're a busy person and you have a work schedule where you can only run on a Wednesday. You can search for every Wednesdays. You can search for specific times, specific pace, and specific distance. So if you can only do 5K, you can press 5K. It will remove everything besides 5Ks. Not only that, again, you can put runs onto the map yourself. So you can host them for yourself. So if, let's say, you don't have anyone that you know that runs and there's maybe not a run that's near you, you can drop the pin yourself because let's say you know that you're going for 5K tomorrow anyway. You put it on there, no one joins, that's cool. You go out, you learn your points, you'll get potentially rewarded at the end of the month. But if somebody joins you, great, you're going to get double points and you've got to run with someone else. So it's a win-win because you're going to be running on your own anyway. So if nobody joins your run, well, that's fine. You're going to be running on your own. But you've got the chance to find these other runs and run clubs to join. Obviously, if you're traveling away, it can be hard to find places to run. It's like, what do? I used to run X amount this way to halfway and then run back because I wouldn't know. I'd try and keep it straight so I knew the way I'd kind of get home.
Whereas a trail of breadcrumbs or something.
Exactly right. You don't know the best routes and ways to go. So if you're going somewhere to, like, you don't go there often, or you've never been there, or you're not fond of the area, you don't know the area, by joining a run or a run club, you're going to be going on a route that people know. As well as not only that, but for girls, for instance, a big thing that we wanted to implement is a safety feature. So when you drop a pin on the map, it will hide it within a specific area, within a kilometer of the pin. Your run's private, so it will hide the postcode and the meet location from everyone. Someone has to request you to join, and then you can accept them or decline them. Obviously, you can be the judge from their profile and stuff. But yeah, so once you've obviously done your runs, you can use the pace calculator to calculate race paces. If you've got a goal in mind, say you want to run a sub 20-minute 5K, obviously that's sub 4-minute kilometers. Harder maths sometimes when it gets to different times. You can put your details in there and it will tell you the time, the distance, the pace, whatever you're looking for. Leaderboards, keep it fun. A PT can make a leaderboard for all of his clients and say, whoever runs the most, like it could be most distance ran this month. And he could say, look, guys, whoever runs the most distance this month will get a £50 gift card for wherever. And it keeps it competitive but fun. Not wanting to be the bottom spot or trying to get top spot to win that kind of £50 voucher. So you can obviously have them as private leaderboards for like Storm Fitness, for instance, or Pacepal. Or you can find leaderboards that are public to join with anyone that you don't even know, just to kind of compete and have a good little competition with other people. Again, another way to kind of push yourself and get yourself out the door.
Yeah, it sounds brilliant. Really, really good. And I'll be certainly pushing it with my graduate PTs and the ones that are learning at the moment, because some of them are going to be really interested just for themselves, just so because people forget that fitness trainers, coaches, PTs, we are all fitness enthusiasts. So we all went into this originally because we love fitness for ourselves. And we just thought, do you know what? Might as well share this with other people as well and help others do the same. So a lot of these guys are going to want to do this just for themselves. But then I love the idea of like a trainer going, I'm going to go for a run. Let's invite my clients, or let's offer it out to anybody. And then those people might become clients after going for a run with me and having a nice chat. You just don't know, do you? So it's great. It ticks a lot of boxes. It's a win, like you say, it's a win-win for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the more people that come onto our app, the greater it is for us. The more brands that we can collaborate with. Obviously, the run clubs can see who's attending your run or you can see who's attending a run club that you're going to be going to by clicking on the attendance button in the top right. That will then show you who you're running with. So you can always message either the group chat before, or you can message the host before you join a run, or even an individual just to say like, oh, hey, I might be running late. Or, oh, lovely to meet you last week. Would you like to go for another run? And you can connect with people again.
Like I said, I'm going to be pushing it with my guys anyway. So I'll share it with them. And, you know, I've got some avid runners that are friends as well. But for those people that are listening or watching this on YouTube, where can they find you? Where can they get as much information about this as possible?
So our Instagram is Pacepal UK. Our TikTok is also Pacepal UK. You can visit our website at www.pacepal.co.uk. We have a LinkedIn, which is the exact same, Pacepal. And you can find us on Facebook, which is also Pacepal. And yeah, drop us a follow. And drop us any comments, any questions you have, drop us a DM. We love helping people out. And yeah, whoever comments on this YouTube video and drops us a DM, we're more than happy to give the first 10 people a free training plan of whatever pace, distance, time they want. Just drop us a comment. First 5 on our DMs and 5 on the YouTube, we'll send you our free plan.
Well, look, I loved having you on, and I could chat to you all day about running and the obvious, the ADHD elephant in the room. Have you read that book, by the way, The ADHD Elephant in the Room?
No.
It's brilliant, but as somebody that's, you know, got ADHD, I got bored after 2 chapters, but it's a great book.
Fair enough. Took you 3 years to read it.
I always think that's the problem, is that you can write all this wonderful stuff that should really help ADHD people if only you could get through it. But anyway, but check it out. First 2 chapters are great. Right, well, we'll have to get you on another time, because there's so much more I'd love to talk about, and we can talk about the progress, how it's gone on, and also I'd love to hear from you once you're back up running again and your injuries have mended.
Definitely. I think maybe let's book something in for October, and I'm sure after the marathon, and we should see some good progress with Pacepal.
Amazing. Cheers, Mike. If you did enjoy today's episode, make sure you like it, comment, share it with somebody you think might like it too. Enjoy your day.